My player wants a character to be no magic. I'm a longtime player, first time DM for a party of 7 new players. I've already struggled enough to give out loot and items that feel fair to everyone, while not piling them on with stuff. One of my players is a rogue with the scout subclass with ties to vampires in her background. The issue arises in the fact that she wants her character to be little to no magic, to the extent of maybe refusing magic items and preferring things related to vampires. How can I manage my player's wishes while still keeping her fair and balanced with the rest of the party, as they have more flavorful subclasses and magic? Is it as simple as styling her magic items as vampire loot? Any advice is helpful. This is a very interesting situation with a bunch of possible solutions, but first let's talk about the word magic. What is the source of magic's power? Why do spells require the components they require? Is magic a largely misunderstood scientific concept tied to the fundamental laws of the universe? Or does it exist solely at the bequest of a greater deity? Or both? The answers to each of these questions are going to vary with the setting. The traditional D&D magic system has to do with the Weave and Mystra, and several other intentionally nebulous concepts which allow the DM to answer most of these questions for themselves. So the first thing you need to do is come up with some answers to these questions, and then you need to have a conversation with your player to make sure that you understand what she is trying to communicate. Because it is very possible that her, you, and I have 3 different understandings of what the word magic actually means. My understanding, which could be wrong, is that her character, for background reasons, wants to stay away from arcane magic, or the kind of magic wizards use. But what are her opinions on divine magic, or magic whose power comes from extraplanar sources? My guess is that she would be totally okay with using gnomish clockwork or some other kind of technology, which, as you say, you could use to reflavor existing items. And finally, some vampire-themed items sound like a ton of fun. Unlike most magic items, which have a set number of uses per day and then recharge at dawn, these vampiric items cost blood to use in the form of hit points.